Welcome into AZ Audibles. I'm Sandy Charles, and I'm joined by Eric Sorensen and Devin Henry. Gentlemen, fingers crossed, the Arizona high school football season is right around the corner. Now, that could change at any moment. As we know, everything is fluid right now, but we're going to talk as if it is starting. So we're asking these young athletes to buy in and to be safe and to play safe. And that means no pool parties, no pizza parties, maybe no coach, maybe no team sleepovers. It really just means school, practice, home. That's a lot to ask of a 16 or 17-year-old. So my question to you is, where does the accountability lie? Is this with the coaches? Is this with the parents? So gentlemen, where does accountability lie to hold these young athletes accountable?
I think it falls on the parents, the coaches, and the kids. But I know one thing, I don't think the kids have nearly the concern about COVID and the COVID outbreak that the adults and the coaches do. The kids just want to get back to the way things were. Whether that's possible or not, especially this fall, I don't think it is. But to ask kids not to socialize, to ask kids to stay away from one another, especially when the teachers and the parents are not there to oversee what exactly they're doing, that's a tough task. We've all been teenagers. We've done the social thing back in high school. We've done the social thing in college. These kids have been bound to a completely different lifestyle for the last 6 months, and they just want to get around their friends and have fun.
And again, the responsibility falls on every single person to understand what kind of predicament that we currently find ourselves in. And the fact that we're not going to get fans in the stands for, say, even basketball, unless the population here in Arizona and every city is responsible and takes this seriously. Otherwise, we're just going to keep on living like this until who knows when. So the responsibility falls on every single person who has to do with these student athletes going onto the field.
And I feel for everyone in this situation, but I really think that we're asking a lot for every single one of these kids to buy in. Because think about how many high school athletes there are in this state. We're not just talking about football, as you mentioned, Sandy, volleyball, golf, all the other sports that are happening or scheduled to happen in the fall. It's just a really, really steep hill to climb. And I want to just take a minute, guys, to commend all the coaches and players from all the workouts that I've attended this summer. There's been social distancing, there's been masks, there's been wiping down equipment. The players and the coaches, at least from the dozen or so schools that I've been to over the last, 3, 4, 5 weeks, they have all bought in 100%. And that, like you said, is what we need, Devin. I'm just not quite sure that everyone's going to be on the same page in the fall, though.
It's not going to be easy. We're not in an easy time right now. So that's why more grace for everyone and more understanding that, hey, these districts are doing the best that they can. These coaches are doing the best that they can. And these parents who've had to homeschool and now this next, hump that they have to get through. So just so much grace all together. Well, gentlemen, it's always so fun to get together and talk Arizona high school football and the football scene. Fingers crossed, like I've said a million times, that we will have a football season. Everyone out there, stay safe and just know this is not permanent. For more AZ Audibles, head to sports360az.com.